Welcome to All About War, where we explore intriguing historical mysteries and events with a pinch of humor. Today, we're diving into the peculiar death of one of history's most notorious figures, Adolf Hitler. Did he actually die in 1945? Or did he pull off the greatest escape act of all time? We'll explore the evidence, the alternative theories, and why some people believe he may have faked his death. So buckle up and let's take a trip through history. Before we jump into the conspiracy smorgasbord, let's set the stage with some historical context. Adolf Hitler, the dictator of Nazi Germany and a central figure in World War II, was known for his rousing speeches, eccentric mustache, and, well, the whole taking over the world thing. By 1945, the tide of the war had turned against Germany. The Allies were closing in, and Hitler was becoming increasingly desperate. If we were talking about a movie plot, this would be the moment when the villain realizes his master plan is falling apart, and he starts to sweat bullets. As the situation grew dire, Hitler retreated to his bunker in Berlin. Picture this, the once powerful dictator, now hiding underground like a mole, with his empire crumbling above him. You can't make this stuff up. According to the official account, on April 30th, 1945, Hitler, realizing that his days were numbered, decided to take matters into his own hands. In a Shakespearean twist, he committed suicide in his bunker in Berlin, choosing poison for his bride-to-be, Eva Braun, and a bullet for himself. Oh, the drama! His loyal aides, ever obedient, found the bodies of their leader and his companion. They followed Hitler's last order, which was to burn the bodies to prevent them from falling into enemy hands. I mean, you wouldn't want your enemies to have a post-mortem photo shoot now, would you? This account is supported by various pieces of evidence. The Soviets, who were first on the scene, conducted an investigation and recovered charred remains believed to be Hitler's. But wait, there's more. Dental remains found among the ashes matched Hitler's dental records, proving that even the most sinister of villains can't escape the dentist's chair. The dental evidence, coupled with the testimony of those present in the bunker, paints a pretty convincing picture of Hitler's final moments. Despite the evidence supporting the official account, some people still believe Hitler may have faked his death. You know what they say, you can't keep a bad man down. This skepticism stems from a lack of definitive proof, a desire for a more dramatic ending, or distrust in official accounts. Because let's face it, when it comes to notorious figures, the plot twists are often the most tantalizing part of the story. Some of these alternative theories even claim that Hitler managed to escape the bunker, slip through the clutches of the Allies, and start a new life elsewhere. Talk about the ultimate disappearing act. So, let's put on our detective hats and dive into some of the major alternative theories. Can they hold a candle to the official account? Or are they just flights of fancy? Before we delve into the theories, it's essential to remember that conspiracy theories can be enticing and persuasive. However, they often lack concrete evidence and rely on speculation, misinterpretation, or outright fabrication. So, as we explore these alternative tales, make sure to keep your critical thinking cap on and enjoy the ride. First up on our list of alternative theories is the ever-popular Escape to South America story. This theory, which could be the plot of an Indiana Jones spin-off, suggests that Hitler escaped to South America, possibly to Argentina, where he lived out his days in hiding. Picture this, the infamous dictator sipping mate and learning the tango, all while evading capture. The South America theory is based on reported sightings of Hitler and other high-ranking Nazis who successfully escaped to the continent, as well as declassified documents suggesting that the Allies were aware of this possibility. You might say it's a conspiracy wrapped in a mystery, served with a side of empanadas. Fueling the fire of this theory is the fact that several Nazi war criminals were indeed found and captured in South America after the war. So it's not entirely far-fetched to think that others might have slipped through the cracks. But does this mean Hitler traded his bunker for a beachfront villa? Despite its tantalizing allure, this theory has been widely debunked by historians and experts who argue that there is no concrete evidence to support Hitler's escape to South America. Although it makes for a thrilling story, the dental remains found in Berlin are still considered the most compelling evidence of his death. So, while we'd all love to imagine a secret Nazi compound hidden deep in the Argentine wilderness, this theory just doesn't quite cut the mustard. Next up on our alternative theory hit parade is the escape to Spain scenario. According to this theory, Hitler managed to flee to Spain, where he was protected by the fascist regime of General Francisco Franco. What better way to lay low than by hiding under the wings of a fellow dictator, am I right? This theory gained traction due to Spain's neutrality during World War II and Franco's sympathies towards the Nazis. Imagine Hitler soaking up the sun on a Spanish beach, savoring tapas, and blending in with the locals as he grows out his signature mustache. Sounds like the perfect retirement plan for a failed dictator. Supporters of this theory point to alleged sightings of Hitler in Spain and the supposed protection offered by Franco's government. But as they say, seeing is believing, and these anecdotes just don't quite cut it when it comes to cold, hard evidence. As intriguing as the Spanish escape theory may be, the lack of concrete evidence to support this idea makes it unlikely. Historians argue that the dental remains and other evidence from the bunker are more credible than any anecdotal reports of Hitler's escape to Spain. So, while it's tempting to imagine Hitler trading his combat boots for a pair of espadrilles, this theory is more siesta than fiesta. Now that we've covered the more mainstream alternative theories, it's time to explore the wild and wacky world of lesser-known escape scenarios. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're venturing into some truly imaginative territory. One of these fringe theories suggests that Hitler escaped to the frozen wastelands of Antarctica. Perhaps he was hoping to build a new Reich among the penguins and polar bears. Unfortunately for the proponents of this theory, there's little to no evidence to support it. Plus, considering Hitler's well-documented aversion to the cold, this story seems more like a tall tale than a genuine possibility. Another outlandish theory posits that Hitler fled to the Middle East, where he lived in obscurity among the desert sands. This theory points to alleged sightings of Hitler in the region, as well as the supposed support offered by some sympathetic Arab leaders. But as with our other alternative theories, there's a serious lack of evidence to back up these claims. It seems that Hitler's desert escapades are more mirage than reality. While these fringe theories may be entertaining, they lack the concrete evidence and plausibility of the official account. So as much as we'd love to imagine Hitler embarking on a globe-trotting adventure to evade capture, it's essential to remember that the facts point to a much less glamorous end for the notorious dictator. After exploring these alternative theories, you might be wondering why they continue to captivate people, despite the evidence supporting the official account. Well, grab your popcorn and buckle up, because we're about to dive into the psychology of conspiracy theories and the irresistible allure of a good mystery. Firstly, conspiracy theories can be incredibly enticing, offering a more dramatic and sensational narrative than the official account. In the case of Hitler's death, the idea of the dictator escaping to live a life of anonymity is much more exciting than the straightforward story of his suicide in a bunker. Who doesn't love a good man-on-the-run story, especially when it involves one of history's most notorious villains? Another factor contributing to the persistence of these theories is a general distrust in official accounts and the desire to challenge the status quo. Some people may feel that the truth is being withheld, leading them to seek alternative explanations. After all, history is often written by the victors, so it's not entirely unreasonable to question the narrative we've been given. Lastly, the influence of media and popular culture cannot be underestimated. Books, documentaries, and movies have been dedicated to exploring these alternative theories, further stoking the flames of curiosity and skepticism. It's like a real-life game of Clue, where everyone is trying to solve the mystery of Hitler's final whereabouts. Despite their captivating nature, it's essential to remember the importance of evidence-based conclusions when examining historical events. While these alternative theories may provide great entertainment and spark lively debates, the facts still point to Hitler's suicide in 1945 as the most likely outcome. So, it's best to take these alternative tales with a grain of salt and enjoy them for the thrilling stories they are. As we come to the end of our roller coaster ride through history, it's essential to take a step back and consider the bigger picture. While alternative theories about Hitler's death are undoubtedly entertaining and thought-provoking, the majority of evidence supports the official account of his suicide in 1945. It's essential to strike a balance between maintaining a healthy skepticism and acknowledging the importance of evidence-based conclusions. As tempting as it is to imagine Hitler sipping pina coladas on a beach somewhere or building a snow fortress in Antarctica, the facts just don't support these scenarios. In a world where conspiracy theories are becoming increasingly prevalent, it's more important than ever to approach historical events with a critical eye and a commitment to the truth. By doing so, we can ensure that history is accurately preserved and that the lessons of the past continue to inform and guide us in the present. So, as we bid adieu to Hitler and his many supposed escapes, let's remember to always seek the truth, question the narrative, and enjoy the thrill of the chase. History is a vast and fascinating tapestry, and it's up to us to unravel its mysteries and share its stories. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories and entertaining historical explorations. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.